Let me ask you a question. Who is the king of conspiracy theories on YouTube? Obvious answer. It's Shane Dawson. He does, well, he did. He hasn't done recently since he's been working on his makeup collection and his Jeffree Star thing. But he used to do theory after theory, and watching them seriously gave me a sense of dread, even though a lot of them were theories I already knew. The way he presents them sparked a sort of fear. But the thing is, he also sparked a sort of trust between his viewers. When I watch him, I think, here's a genuine guy who knows what he's talking about. He really cares. He would never lie to us. He would never do anything to fool us. Or to fool anyone. But maybe that's not true. Maybe we don't know him as well as we think we do. I mean, after all, he's a YouTuber. Most of us have never met him, and if we have, it's probably been for no more than 5 minutes, if even 5 minutes. How much can you really know somebody in that time? I'm aware that I'm very to the right. I'm gonna shimmy over to the middle. Recently I came across a video about Shane. It was called something along the lines of Shane destroyed this YouTuber. And I clicked on it because it's a very clickable title and those work on me. They work on most people. It was about Bobby Burns. No surprise. If you don't know who Bobby Burns was, he was a YouTuber with some semi-successful stuff. He wasn't one of the biggest names out there, but he had a good following. He had a lot of different types of content along the ways, and he'd been doing YouTube for a long time, so it's understandable. I've only been doing it 2 years and my content is like, woo! But he started to do a series of rant videos where he would talk about YouTubers and their content and what was wrong with it. One of the YouTubers that he talked about was Shane Dawson, specifically about his conspiracy theories. Now, Bobby had some problems with his videos. I won't get into it because that's not what this video is about. You can find the original Shane video for yourself. I'll try and link it down below, and I'll link the other video as well. But Shane then invited him to LA to meet him, to become best friends. And in that time, Shane found out that Bobby really liked his content. Shane bought him a car. And then later on, after the series that Shane did with him had ended, Shane offered him a job. Now, I used to watch Shane back in the day. I kind of didn't watch him for a while because I fell out of love with it, to be honest. Sorry, Shane. But then when I found out he was doing new types of content, I started watching again, like the docu-series and the conspiracy series stuff. Conspiracy theory stuff. But around the time I stopped watching Shane was when he started bringing other people onto his channel. I think it was a Sunday thing. He would have some other YouTubers come on and read news or something. I never got into it. I didn't watch it. And a lot of people didn't get into it. A lot of people didn't really like watching these because they subscribed to Shane to watch Shane, understandably. Now, it was a good idea, but maybe it should have been a separate channel. That's beyond the point. We're not discussing what he could have done better there. But this was a few years ago. And now what he offered Bobby was his own section and his own show on Shane's channel. Similar to the ones he had done before, but this was more of a vlogging thing. And Bobby would do his own little vlogs. And of course, Bobby said yes to this. A huge YouTuber is offering him a job in LA. You're gonna say yes. I mean, he even gave him the car to be able to come and do that. But unfortunately, the show flopped. People didn't like it. People reacted really badly to it. Which isn't really a surprise, considering the other series with different people on Shane's channel didn't do so well either. But we'll get back to that later. So the show was cancelled, and Bobby was left without this job in LA that he had moved to LA for. Ignore the cat. But it didn't really stop there for Bobby. It kind of got worse rather than better. He had gotten a lot of subscribers, some new people on his channel, as he would have. But the problem was they had all subscribed for the type of content that he provided on Shane's channel, which was unlike his original content. So now he had, as the video that I mentioned earlier put it, he had people subscribed who wanted original Bobby, and he had people subscribed who wanted new Bobby, and no matter what he did, nobody was happy, and he just got a lot of hate in his videos. I won't go too in-depth to that. Again, the link to that other video will be down below if you want to see that. This is where we get into our own kind of conspiracy. What I don't understand exactly is that these shows with other people on Shane's channel weren't doing very well. And Shane would know that. He's somebody that has admittedly said that he's obsessed and used to be more obsessed with making sure people are watching, people are enjoying it. I'm sure he spends hours over his analytics. Why wouldn't he? So he knows that those videos aren't doing well. So why then did he take Bobby, this person that he said he had grown to love in a way, make him move to LA to start his own show and his channel that he knows is probably not going to be received well? For that, you kind of need to watch a little bit of Shane's series that he did with Bobby, which was Confronting My Hater. Bobby being the hater, obviously. And in that, he introduces Bobby as this person who hates Shane and calls his content terrible.
I have a problem with people manipulating people and not being honest and making terrible content.
And says all these horrible things, and he's like hyping it up and saying, oh, what if like he's this horrible person, how are we going to try and be nice to him, all these kind of things, which again, understandable, it's a YouTube video, he wants to make it as entertaining as possible, but Shane knows his audience. And Shane knows YouTube. He's been doing it long enough to know how this works. If you introduce somebody as a bad character, that's what they are. They're a bad character.
So I have a friend coming from out of town today. He's a YouTube friend. Here, I'm gonna show you just a clip of one of his videos so you could like get a vibe.
I have a problem with people manipulating people and making terrible content.
You invited this man to your house? Are you crazy, Shane?
And people had a hard time liking Bobby, even after Shane had said, oh, we're friends now, we're co-workers, it's all good. People still wondered why Shane was giving a hater all these opportunities and all these gifts and being so nice to him, because that was how Shane had introduced him. And I kind of wonder, was this done on purpose? I don't know Shane. So I don't know if he's somebody that can handle people hating him, but he seems to go a long way to make people like him. It seems to be something inside of him that just, he needs everybody to like him. And if he can't get them to like him, maybe he can't handle that. Who knows? Or maybe he gets a little bit vengeful. So what if Shane introduced Bobby as a bad character, made people dislike him, but then befriended him and gave him this job opportunity, knowing that it would flop? You can't say that's not what happened. All the pieces go together. And I'm not saying that Shane meant to destroy Bobby's channel, but Bobby's channel did go pretty downhill after that. It was full of people just fighting and screaming for some kind of content, and everybody wanted something different. There was no way he could please them all. And that was all because of the show with Shane. And we didn't hear much about it after it ended. We haven't seen much support from Shane of Bobby, or trying to get people to stop attacking Bobby. They've never said that there was any bad blood between them, but there doesn't seem to be much friendliness between them either. If there was, when all these people were coming for Bobby, Shane would have stepped in. But if you're on the side of why would Shane step in, then there's another thing we need to look at. Earlier we mentioned that Shane bought Bobby a car. After the series had ended, Bobby actually crashed that car. This was quite recently as well. He's only back on YouTube again after crashing the car. He was injured, he was hurt. It's a pretty sad story, but the problem is, people weren't feeling bad for him. People weren't hoping that he gets well soon. People were angry at him for breaking the car that Shane had given him, because they believed that he was under the influence of drugs when he did that. Now, Bobby, I guess, smokes weed or something. I don't know if he does other drugs. I haven't looked into it too much, so who knows. But he claims he was sober during that time. Whether he was sober or not, the fact that people weren't worried for him and were attacking him for being in a car crash and breaking the car that was a gift from Shane is kind of disgusting. And that's the time where Shane should have definitely stepped in and told people, don't blame him for this, don't come for him for this, don't scream at him for this, be worried for Bobby, not for the car is replaceable. We haven't seen anything from Shane. It's been radio silence, not a comment on a photo, not an Instagram story, not a tweet. nothing. He has not said a single thing about it. He didn't say it then, he hasn't said it now. So I don't know what happened between them. I don't know if Shane, maybe he destroyed him on purpose. Maybe he did destroy his career on purpose because he couldn't deal with somebody being so hateful and spiteful towards him. So in turn, he decided to be spiteful. There's no way to really know. The only thing that we can know for sure is that Bobby's channel and his personal life faced kind of a downfall. Him and his girlfriend even broke up because of the financial stress they faced living in LA after the show with Shane had ended. So it's been hard on him. But again, we've heard nothing from Shane, and I would like to know what's going on. I really would. I do want to say though, on a positive note, Bobby is making music. I think it's pretty dope. I really like it, and I'll link his channel in the description if you want to hear some of it. I'm happy for him. He released a song a few days ago or a week or two ago, I can't remember, but I saw it and it was really good. It was the first thing he's released after the car accident, so I really hope it goes well for him, I really do. And on a final note, I'm not saying anything bad towards Shane. No hate to anybody mentioned in this video. It's all just kind of speculation and trying to figure out what's happened. But that's all from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and click that bell button below to get notifications when I upload. I also want to mention 57% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed to me, go subscribe because I know that you didn't subscribe, okay? Anyway, don't forget to find me on social medias. They'll be somewhere up here, Instagram and Twitter. And also comment down below, what do you think's going on here? Do you think there is bad blood between Shane and Bobby? Do you think Shane destroyed him on purpose? Do you think maybe Bobby was just using him and Shane sniffed that out and just stopped caring? Who knows? But leave me that comment down below and share this video with somebody who you think will find it interesting. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.